Healdon Hills is recognised as a region of high nature conservation significance because it remains one of the largest continuous bushlands in southeast Queensland. Serious threats to the biodiversity of the hills are invasions from weed and feral animal populations. Environmental impacts on the area include burning regimes, local timber harvesting, and operating sandstone quarries. This paper outlines the results of the Fauna survey on the Haggadon property at Healdon Hills, which aim to describe species patterns and the values of the open forest ecosystem in southeast Queensland. Haggadon is located in the Healdon Hills, situated 106 kilometres west of Brisbane in Queensland, Australia. The Healdon Hills covers approximately 33,000 hectares of high altitude and complex open forest dominated by eucalypt species. The predominant underlying substrate is sandstone that has formed a steep and rocky plateau landscape. The vertebrate fauna survey was conducted during the dry season from the 28th of September to the 29th of September 2013. A total of 3 sites were established on the property and surveyed over a 2-night period. Each site incorporated 5 pitfall traps with drift fences, 50 Elliott traps placed in 5 transect lines 10 metres apart, and 5 cage traps. Elliott traps were baited with a mix of peanut butter, oats, honey and flour, and all cage traps were baited with raspberry jam sandwiches. All traps were checked each day in the morning. 26 individuals were trapped representing 5 species by using standardized sampling techniques at the sampling sites. The species comprised of 2 mammal species, 1 reptile species, and 2 amphibians. The abundance of the fauna was relatively low for all species, although the most frequently trapped species was a common brush-tailed possum, where it was recorded 20 times from 11 sites. Amphibian species are usually less abundant in dry forests due to lack of water availability. This suggests recent rainfall because the northern banjo frog was recorded 3 times from 2 trapping sites. Measuring the relative abundance of each species determined which species are common or rare in the survey site. The relative abundance of the common brush-tailed possum is 66 individuals per 100 cage trap nights. The relative abundance of the house mouse is 5 individuals per 100 Elliott trap nights. The relative abundance of the northern banjo frog is 10 individuals per 100 pitfall night traps, and the relative abundance of the snake-eyed skink and cane toad is 3.3 individuals per 100 pitfall trap nights. Overall, the survey site abundance of animals was low despite the high number of trap nights. Of the 331 trap nights, only 25 species were caught, resulting in a 7.6% capture rate. There were no seasonal patterns recorded for the survey because fieldwork was limited to only 1 sampling season. Environmental impacts and feral pest species may affect the abundance of animals in this area. A further study over a longer period of time is recommended to gain more reliable data regarding the abundance of animals in the Healdon Hills.